Rotating text in a table cell. Text rotation is useful when you have a long heading for narrow columns. You can display the data at different locations in a cell by rotating it. Select the text in the cell that you want to reposition. Click the Layout tab on the ribbon. Select the text direction option in the Alignment group. Keep on clicking the Text Direction button until your text faces the desired direction. Alright students, note that text direction rotates the text in the selected cells. First it rotates on the right side, then on the left, and then on the top and back to the default position. Let us understand how to change column and cell width. Method 1. To change the column width, follow the steps. Select the column whose width you want to change. Click the Layout tab. Click the Properties button in the Table group. The Table Properties dialog box appears. Click the Column tab. Select the Preferred Width checkbox. Now increase or decrease the column width either using the up or down arrow or type in the values to set the width. Click OK. Similarly, you can change the row height by selecting the Row tab in the Table Properties. Method 2. To adjust the size of columns and cells, perform the following steps. Place the insertion point over the border between two columns. The insertion point changes to a double-headed arrow. Drag the border in either direction. Let us learn about how to insert rows and columns in a table. While creating and making entry in a table, you might need to add rows or columns in between. Word provides the facility to add columns to right or left of the existing column and insert rows above or below the selected row. You can insert a row or column using three different methods. Method 1. Click anywhere in the row or column adjacent to which you want to add the new rows or columns. The Table Tools tab appears on the ribbon. Click the Layout tab under it. In the Rows and Columns group, click on the Insert Left or Insert Right button to insert a column and click on Insert Above or Insert Below button to insert a row. Method 2. Click the dialog box Launcher button of Rows and Columns group. The Insert Cells dialog box appears and selects the required option. Click OK. Method 3. Select the row or column adjacent to which you want to insert a new row or column. Right-click on the table and a shortcut menu appears. Select Insert option, choose a desired option in the cascading menu. Deleting a cell. It is very simple to delete cells, rows, columns from a table. To delete a cell, select the cell that you want to delete by clicking its left edge. Under the Table Tools, select the Layout tab. In the Rows and Columns group, click the Delete button and then select the Delete Cells option from the drop-down menu. The Delete Cells dialog box appears. Click one of the following options. Shift Cells Left deletes the selected cell and shifts the following cells to the left. Shift Cells Up deletes a cell and moves the remaining cells in that column up by one row. A new blank cell is automatically added at the bottom of the column. Delete Entire Row deletes the entire row that contains the selected cell. Delete Entire Column deletes the entire column that contains the selected cell. Deleting a row or column. Select the row or column that you want to delete. Click the Layout tab. In the Rows and Columns group, click the Delete option. Let us delete the cells, rows and columns that you have inserted later in your table. After deleting the desired number of rows and columns, you will get the following output. Let us discuss about auto-formatting a table. Formatting controls the appearance of text in a document. Similarly, the Design tab under the Table Tools controls the overall appearance of a table. Table Styles is an inbuilt facility to change the appearance, color and borders of a table. Using the Table Styles option, you can include borders around the cells and even fill color in the cells. Let us learn how to use this feature. Click anywhere inside the table to select it. Click the Design tab under the Table Tools. In the Table Styles group, hover the pointer over each table style and observe its effect on the table. Now select any style of your choice. Students note that to see other table styles, use the More button to show all the table styles. In the Table Styles Options group, select or clear the checkbox before each table element in order to apply or remove it. Let us understand this through an activity. Create a table which contains the following fields. Enter the records of any of your 5 friends and save the table. Number 1, name. Number 2, gender. Number 3, date of birth. Number 4, postal address. Number 5, email address. Add the title at the top, Friends Database. Use the font styles from WordArt to beautify the title. Apply vertical alignment to all the field names. Increase the column width on the field postal address. Insert 2 columns after the column date of birth in the table and add the fields age and hobbies respectively. Use the Table Styles feature to beautify the table. Save the changes. Let us learn about adding borders and shading. To enhance the appearance of a table, you can add a variety of borders to it. Adopt the following steps. Select the entire table. Click the Design tab. Click the drop-down arrow next to the Borders button and select the Borders and Shading option from the drop-down list. The Borders and Shading dialog box appears as shown in the figure. Choose All option under the Settings section. Select the style of the line from the Style drop-down list and choose the desired width of border from Width drop-down list. Select the color by clicking on the drop-down list of colors. Now click on the Shading tab and select the desired color from the color palette under the Fill section. Click on OK and observe the changes in the appearance of the table. Note, you can also apply the color effects to your table by selecting it, clicking on the Shading button present in the Paragraph group. Alright, we shall discuss about merging and splitting cells. Merging cells. Select the cells that you want to merge. Click the Layout tab. Select the Merge Cells button in the Merge group. Or right-click on the selected cells. Select the Merge Cells option from the shortcut menu. The data gets combined in one cell. Splitting cells. Splitting cells refer to dividing the cell or cells further into separate cells. Select the cell that you want to split. Click the Layout tab. Click on the Split Cells button in the Merge group. You will get the Split Cells dialog box. Enter the number of rows and columns into which you want to split the selected cells. Click OK. After choosing the options as shown, you will see the following output. Okay, students, note to split one table into 2 tables, you must do the following. Select the row of the table that you want as the first row of the second table. Click the Layout tab. Click the Split Table button in the Merge group. Let us take a quick quiz. How can you split a merged cell in vertical direction? Let us now talk about how to perform calculations in a table. Word provides the feature to calculate the sum of values within a table. Let us learn how to perform calculations. Create a table with data entries. Click in the empty cell where you want the calculated value to appear. Now click the Formula button in the Data group on the Layout tab. The Formula dialog box will appear. By default, the sum formula will appear in the Formula field. You can also change the formula manually. Click OK. The computed result will appear in the selected cell. Tip: by default, Microsoft Word calculates the sum of values in the cells lying in the column above or in the row to the left. Converting table to text. If a table is needed in the form of text without the grid, follow these steps. Place the cursor inside one of the cells. On the Layout tabs, click on the Convert to Text option in the Data group. The Convert Table to Text dialog box will open, giving us choices to convert the table to text. Select the Tabs option and observe the change. Converting text to table. In the similar way, you can convert the text in tabular form. Select the desired text. On the Insert tab in the Tables group, click the Table button and then select the Convert Text to Table option from the drop-down list. The Convert Text to Table dialog box appears. Under the Table Size section, in the Number of Columns box, specify the number of columns. In the AutoFit Behavior section, select any of the suitable option. Choose the Tabs Radio button in the Separate Text at section. Word will automatically arrange or convert the selected text into the table format as per the specified criteria. Let us understand this through an activity. Create a table to display the progress report of any 5 students of your class. The table should display the following fields and the marks scored out of 100. Change the border style and line color of the table. Change the background color of the table. Format the name field by changing the font to Tahoma, font size to 14, and fill color to yellow. Use Format Painter and apply this formatting on all the fields. Insert a column before the name field and specify the column name as roll number. Merge the fields roll number and name and then undo the changes. Now convert the table to text and further convert it back to table. Calculate the total marks of each student. Save the changes. Alright, we shall discuss about using Word Art option. MS Word has inbuilt Word Art Gallery which allows a user to create special text effects. It gives a unique look to the text. Using Word Art option, you can apply special decorative effects such as curvy, wavy, shadowed, 3-dimensional, 3D, etc. to your document. Select the text on which you wish to apply Word Art effect. Click the Insert tab. Select the Word Art option and choose the desired effect from the Quick Styles drop-down menu. Word will automatically create a text box for your text and apply the style to the text. Let us know more. By default, the Word Art Gallery provides 30 font styles for selection. Applying effects to Word Art text. Select the Word Art text. The Format tab appears automatically on the ribbon. Click on the Text Effects button in the Word Art Styles group. A drop-down menu will appear displaying various effect categories. Place the pointer on the glow option in the drop-down menu and select the desired glow effect from the sub-menu. The effect will be applied to your text. Students note that you can also edit any Word Art text by right-clicking on it. The shortcut menu will appear. Select the Edit Text option. Formatting Word Art text. Select the Word Art text. Click the Format tab. Various formatting commands will appear in their respective groups. Select any command and observe the effects. Formatting Word Art text. Buttons, functions. Number 1. Edit shape. Word art provides various options to mold the selected word art text into a shape. Number 2. Shape fill. Fills the selected word art text shape with a solid color, gradient, picture or texture. Number 3. Text fill. It fills the text with a solid color, gradient, picture or texture. Number 4. Shape outline. Changes the color of the outline of selected word art text. Number 5. Text outline. It specifies the color, width and line style for the outline of the text. Number 6. Text effects. It allows us to apply visual effects such as shadow, glow, reflection, transform or 3D rotation, etc. to the text. Number 7. Shape effects. It allows us to apply visual effects such as shadow, glow, reflection, transform or 3D rotation, etc. to the selected shape. Number 8. Text direction. Changes the orientation of text to vertical, horizontal or rotated to the desired direction. Number 9. Align. It aligns the selected objects or word art text to the right, left, center, etc. or distributes them evenly across the page. Number 10. Align text. Aligns the word art text to top, middle, bottom. Number 11. Rotate. Allows to rotate the word art text on the page. Number 12. Position. Places the word art object as per the chosen option on the page. Number 13. Wrap text. Wraps the text around the selected word art object according to the chosen option. Alright students, now we will discuss about tracking changes. In schools, colleges and other workplaces, sharing a single document is very common practice. In such cases, we need to keep a track of changes that are made to a document. Word has an inbuilt feature to record the changes made to an original document like insertion, deletion, move, formatting, change or comment that you make, so that you can review all the changes later. As you review track changes, you can accept or reject each change. When you use this facility, all the changes that you have made can be seen with a red dotted underline. To enable track changes feature, open the document you want to revise. Select the Review tab and click on the Track Changes button. It is a toggle button in the tracking group. Make the changes you want by inserting, deleting or moving text or adding graphics. Let us know more. Click on Change Styles button in the Styles group on the Home tab and select the desired color from the Colors option. The color of that style will change. To accept or reject changes, in the Review tab, you will find the Accept and Reject options in the Changes group. These buttons allow you either to accept or reject the changes. Click the underline chain. Select the Accept button if you want to make the changes appear in the document, else click on the Reject button. While rejecting the last change, Microsoft Word prompts a message. The document contains no comments or track changes. Click OK. Students, let me give you some tip. Word allows you to add a Track Changes indicator to the status bar. Right-click in the blank area on the status bar and select the Track Changes option from the shortcut menu. Now you can see the Track Changes on indicator on the status bar. Clicking on this indicator, you can turn on or off the Track Changes feature right from the status bar. The shortcut key for Track Changes is Ctrl plus Shift plus E. Okay students, note once you turn off the Track Changes feature, Word stops tracking any further changes, whereas it does not remove the changes that have been already tracked. Alright, we shall discuss about reviewing comments. In MS Word, one uses comments in a document when sharing it with someone else. They are generally used when multiple users are working on a single document. Users can add or delete comments with a view to improve the content or layout of the document. Adding comments in Word document. Let us learn how we can add comments in a Word document. select or click on the text you want to comment. Click on the Review tab. In the Comments group, click on the New Comment button. You will find a text space in the right side to insert your comment. Just type in whatever you want to and leave it as it is. You can even format the comment in the comment box with bold, italics and underline to highlight the important comments. To review multiple comments in the document, you can move to and from one comment to another by simply clicking on a particular comment or by selecting the Previous button or Next button in the comment group. Select a comment box in the document. Click on the Next button in the Comments group. The cursor will move to the next comment box in the document. Similarly, to move to the previous comment, you can select the Previous button in the Comments group. Deleting a comment. As the text or layout of the document keeps on changing, sometimes it becomes necessary to remove a comment. You can delete comment from a document in the following way. Click on the comment you want to delete. Click on the Review tab and select the Delete button in the Comments group. In the Comments group, click on the Delete button or right-click on the comment you want to delete. Select the Delete Comment option from the shortcut menu. Okay students, let us take a recap of this chapter. MS Word has three types of graphic illustrations: image files, diagrams and charts. GIF, JPEG, JPG, PNG and BMP are the most common type of image file formats. In MS Word, Shapes is a drawing feature that helps to draw different shapes like stars, banners, callouts, connectors, etc. A bullet is a small graphic symbol that sets off an item in a list. Multi-level list option is used to create a list within a bulleted or numbered list. A table is an organized arrangement of text in the form of rows and columns. Tab or right arrow key moves the cursor to the adjoining cell, and Shift plus Tab or left arrow key moves the cursor to the previous cell. Design tab under the Table tools control the overall appearance of a table. Merge cells option merges the multiple adjacent cells into a single cell. Splitting cells refers to dividing the cells further in separate cells. Invert Convert to Text feature converts the table into text. Word allows you to add a Track Changes indicator to the status bar. Once you turn off the Track Changes feature, Word stops tracking any further changes. The shortcut key for track changes is Ctrl plus Shift plus E.